How are you?
I should be asking you that, sir. How are you?
Standing, breathing. I'll take it.
I will say, you actually, I don't know why, but you actually look cooler than normal, and you know, I would say you typically look fairly cool.
No, I don't think you look cool at all. But thank you, I suppose.
Oh, it's the eye patch. Well done, sir.
Might be. They said that they're making a prosthetic for me, but
Oh, no.
wanted it covered in the meantime.
Okay, you're missing an eye, sir?
Yes.
Oh, my. I'm sorry, sir. Oh, my. I mean, it looks, yeah,
Better with the patch on, I think.
well, I would say so, yes. I mean, cooler, at least, yes. Yes, I am sorry. And Vivian, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, very good. Simone?
Yeah.
Yes. So, what are we doing here? What's the plan? What action-wise?
I saw a map of the crossing with orange roots.
Yes, there's a lot of orange stuff going on inside the apartment.
Right, well,
Buckinsley, is that you?
Yes, it is. They released me recently, so I've been trying to get my legs stretched to an extent.
So, how are you feeling?
I don't want to take any kind of deep breaths, and everything looks a little different now. So I'm getting used to that, but glad to be on my feet.
So I take it that this map of oranges is something actionable for us today, then, right?
yes, I'm hoping that all in all it's relatively quick. We'll be in and out, making enough for rent this week.
Very good.
Very good.
Right, well, it's all set up. We'll deliver them in packages. I have them stocked in the wagon. We just need to get to the orange field, pick them. I'll have crates for you to put them in as we pick. And then we'll take a look at what routes are available. We'll have some who will be able to go on horseback and deliver them just with the oranges sort of in their satchels. Others will have to go take the wagon with them. The intention is that we'll be able to split up, but keep in communication. So, for example, if you're short oranges, we can run them out, or vice versa. Right,
I
so
concur.
if the two of you, Blanchflower and Titsworth, don't mind grabbing your horses, I believe that Buckinsley here is going to be a wagon man today.
Yes. Also, one small point of order, Buckinsley. I hate to ask this, but in your current state, do you feel fit to be acting head agent, or should I remain in that role?
I'm going to get my horse.
I think that
Shall I transfer these six
And he supposedly.
things into the wagon?
Um,
Because I still have two
yes.
more that I can't
Oh,
hold on to.
yes. If you want, you can hand them to me if you want to go grab the others, and I can get them loaded. Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Blanche Flower ran into a building and then ran away. Rode off.
Oh, perfect.
That way, that general vicinity. So he might have gone to the Grove. And I'm guessing she went to the telegram station to look for him. So I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll just get back. There he comes. I'm going to try putting...
Can you? Yep. So right now there's if a package weighs 17 pounds, it is full of oranges. If you go 4 in, that could use 10 more. If that's how much you have.
Blanchflower.
Were there 3 loud people still loitering?
Yes, I need you to go back to the room and change. You can't be wearing yellow.
There were 30. No, were there more than those? Is it a full?
we know 4 full crates.
Excellent.
And one of them is attached to my arm, but that's fine. I'm used to that, really, you know.
So we have what, 7? What's 7 times 8? I'm good at numbers. Wait. Math?
Definitely not my strong suit, but
49 plus. Another one.
56, sir.
Yeah. So we have 2 jobs that together should pay 560 if we complete those 2, and then we can pick up additional jobs.
Yes. If we don't get ganked along the way.
Yes,
of course,
exactly.
yes,
So
yes.
that we want to stop in at banks as we make deliveries.
Well, I'm ready to go whenever anyone else
are we
is.
going to the Grove? Or
Going
are
to
we...
the Grove? Yes. We're going to do a round of picking, send out everyone who can go on horseback, and do some deliveries.
If you recall a few weeks ago, I was riding on the back of your horse, and I mentioned that I had marked the map, and I was going to show it to you, but you said, well, you can't really see it. I'm wondering if that works on wagons.
Yes. So I would only be able to see markings that I'd placed.
Even on wagons, okay. Fair enough, sir.
No, but I very much appreciate the team spirit.
Well, you know, I'm trying to learn as I go, you know. These are things I don't, you know, I'm from England. I don't know if you know that, but
Really?
yes, in England we don't really have orange juice, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's a luxury. It's like the Queen drinks orange juice, you know.
Well, good news. We could get some oranges, and if you wanted to make orange juice with it, I believe you would be able to.
Yes. No, I definitely have had some orange juice since I've been here. But yes, it's just a world I'm not familiar with, as it were.
Well, I believe it's up this way, so we'll go pick them off of a tree,
Right.
throw away some sticks, and then
Oh.
we take them places.
Very good, sir.
All right.
Okay.
So we're 8 away from being able to do the western job, I believe, at this point.
So I can just start picking, yes?
Yes, I'm going to put a crate down out there, so when your pockets are full, if they get full, you can just pop them right in here.
Very good. And the oranges will be readily available if they're on the tree, yes? I've never picked oranges before.
Yes, so what I do, I just go in lines. I usually go north and south if you'd like. But you
Yeah,
could
very
go
good, yes,
east
yes.
or west if you'd like, Titsworth.
I have a pretty good memory. I'll remember where I've been.
Right. Okay, now, Titsworth, there is a panther that does live around here, so careful over by the woods there.
Sure.
Right. Well, no. If you hear the cat growl, just
Yes,
jump onto the
I will
little-
run and get on top of the
just
thing.
on top
yeah.
of that.
Yes,
Yes,
of course.
perfect.
Yes.
Great, wonderful.
Thank you. Spooky. Yes, there's definitely a gator over there. Not good. Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, sorry, pardon. Just.
Am I... Yes, I feel very invisible today.
Well, would you like company, or would you prefer to be on your own?
Oh, I'm fine either way. I've reached a zen spot, you know what I mean?
Have you?
Well, that was positively menacing. The fuck is that? Do you know if there are bear... Whoa.
Yes. No, I absolutely nailed it in the head with one shot. I'm actually quite proud of that one.
Yeah, well done.
That was an excellent shot.
Now, are
That
there...
was a further lance. That absolutely could have killed us. Look at this.
Yes, that's huge. That's...
Good lord.
Yes. Trophy time? I don't know. Are there swamp bears, miss?
There are. It'll be a black bear, though.
I
He's
did
not
s-
to worry about.
I did- oh,
Buckinsley,
okay.
did you
I
know
did
there
see
were
it.
fleur de lance here?
What?
I'm holding in my hand a fleur de lance that I just
Those
shot.
shouldn't be here.
They shouldn't be here.
Yes.
We should probably actually write to the rangers about that.
Yeah. Added bonus for the day, really. I have 20 oranges on me as well.
Perfect. Well, this crate's full, so if we could swap it out for another, I'll head into Rhodes and tell them about the snake.
Okay, I have to put the snake down. Titsworth, can you grab that crate and put it into the cart for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Also, where did Blanchflower go? Oh, I can see. I have eyes. Well, I don't have eyes, but...
But no, I actually heard you say I have eye.
all right, good.
So that worked.
Perfect.
How's the book coming along, sir?
It's brilliant.
Oh, yes. So good. So fucking good.
Yes. I can't wait to finish it so I can, properly talk about it. I don't want to bait out any spoilers or anything by mentioning things, but
Yes, and if we do have conversations about it, we should probably do that in private together, alone in our room, so no other people can get spoiled by it.
that's correct.
You know, it's a fairly new book, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Well, I personally think the statute of limitations is roughly 10 years.
yes, I would give it solid 10.
Have you, perchance, perused the complete compendium of universal human knowledge at all?
No, because I moved on to the other Holmes book, but that's up
right.
next. That's up next. As soon as I finish that, I'm moving into that book, which I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a game changer for me. You know what I mean?
It's yes. I mean, I don't want to set it up to be something that
I'm
it's
not even sure if
not
it's
going to be.
spoilable. You know? Yeah.
Well, it's not really spoilable. It's not like reading Holmes at all, but you will
Yes.
feel broadened by it. I think
Right.
deeply broadened.
Oh, that's fair. Yes. Well, I look forward to being broadened, as it were.
Right, we're going to pick up another wagon in Saint Denis and meet back here.
Sure.
I don't know if that snake's going to be on Gertie when we get back.
Oh, do you want me to ride the horse? Do you want? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yes, actually, I think so.
Why don't I? I'm just going to run over there.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I will need money for the cart, so that means to the bank.
Oh, fair enough. I have $32. Does that help?
Closer, but no cigar. Here, can I swap you? Can you take this cart to the wagon? What? The wagon stables?
Well, I know what you're saying. Yes. I'll just take it to the stables. How about that?
Sure. Yes. We'll get you to rent the wagon as well. I'll give you the money.
Fair enough. Hello, sir.
Hello. What are you waiting for?
Couple of folks. How about you?
Oh. I'm just looking around.
Fair enough, sir. Well, take
Have a
it.
good day.
Take it in. You too. I grew a new mustache while I was waiting.
Well, apologies. Grundlemeyer sent a telegram, so
Oh, what did he have to say?
another apology.
Oh,
He's I thought he might just be resigning his post, but between that and what he wrote to Buckinsley, I think he might be gone.
what do you mean? Like, gone as in gone to another country?
Well, no, I mean, he sent the telegram from Rhodes, so not that far gone, but... I don't know if he just wants to step away for a moment, or if he's done with the T.W.A.T.S. or this group of people.
I
He
don't
wasn't
know.
clear.
He was mad at me because I refused to take sides between him and his family member. So I'm not going to do that. They have to work it out themselves, you know what I mean?
I mean...
That was a kerfuffle that none of us could see. I didn't even know what was happening. I could tell that they were being babies, though. So, little children.
Right.
So I'm not gonna step up and say, you know, yes, he tried to murder you, because I don't think that's what happened. I think they were just being a couple of idiots. And he got a bit hurt in the process, you know. But it could have gone the other way as well. So I think he's mad at me for not taking his side. But in reality, if it was obvious that he tried to kill him, then yes, I would have taken his side. Do you know what I mean, Vivian? Come on. But it wasn't obvious to me. Anyway, what am I doing here? Am I going and buying? Am I renting one of these? What is this?
Yes. So you're going to here. Well, let me just I'll walk over and talk you through it.
I'll be sure that no one's going to steal that one. Someone just stopped by while you were gone, and they were asking me what I was doing, potentially threatening.
Noted. Did they have shirts on?
It was just one guy, but he had he was armed and he was like, "What are you doing here?"
I see.
You're going to drive, right?
Yes, I'll have the locations.
That snake is looking pretty special. I like it.
Is it sort of going through rigor mortis, you think?
Yes, I think so. Yes, a bit of a sort of a stick scenario, really.
Well, I mean, I don't much care as long as we're not dead, but I don't know. Buckinsley thinks it's interesting, and I think he cares about the Rangers. Perhaps this is an in for him.
Yes, maybe. Yes, makes sense. He's definitely brought it up before. I'm not sure Flopsy would do what your horse is doing, to be fair.
Oh, Gertie. Well, Gertie, nothing special, but at least reliable, you know? She'll
Yes, of
ride
course. Yes,
alongside a wagon.
Mine would probably see Blanchflower's horse and try to have sex with it. It's really all it ever does, you know. And she's a good horse, but
Hello, if there's anyone that needs help, could you let us know? Going once, twice, sold, probably eaten by the gator. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that gator looks a bit chunky, to be fair.
At least he's having a good day.
Yes. But I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. This is our lot in life, really. I mean, it's almost self-inflicted, really.
What is trying to deliver oregano and getting threatened by a cannibal?
Yes. Drinking a bottle of urine and getting hit in the back of the head. Having 6 wolves attack you. Well, I think it was actually 2 or 3, but it may as well have been 6. While a couple of cousins fight on top of a water tower like some sort of epic battle that was a bunch of finger scratches and pushes.
Right. Well, I mean, at least Grundlemeyer's talking to some of us. I feel
Yes,
like
fair
that's a
enough.
good sign.
Yes. It looks like I might have a telegram as well. I haven't had time to check. So.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll be going by some towns. We can stop in if you'd like.
Yes, I highly doubt he'll be. He was very upset with me, so I wasn't trying to upset him. I was just trying to let him and Blanchflower work it out on their own instead of having someone sort of take sides on it, you know.
Well, how did you say it?
Well, I didn't say anything. That was the problem. Is that?
Oh, you chose silence.
Yes, I chose silence. He looked at me and said, I think he said to Blanchflower, "That's it. You're out. You're out. It's over. You're not part of it anymore." Blanchflower tried to sort of talk back a bit, and Grundlemeyer told me to come with him, and I didn't. I just stayed put, and then after he left, I left a minute after that, and automatically assumed I was taking Blanchflower's side, which I absolutely was not.
Right. Well, I mean, that makes sense with context, but you can see from his perspective.
Of course. I actually said it to him when I went back. It's like, I understand your point, but I'm not going to take sides. This is a family squabble. So, and I also reiterated over and over, like several times during that moment, that I consider him a good friend. So,
Right.
but that I think they should work this out on their own.
Yes, I was talking with Buckinsley, and, well, between the two of us, I don't know. Buckinsley proposed a sort of entire trial situation.
Right.
I was opposed to the more formal and suggested perhaps some sort of arbitration, something
Right.
like that.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. That's what I was attempting. I was attempting to be an arbitrator that day.
Well, perhaps not the most appropriate timing
Well, I was
in
just,
the moment.
it was. I was being asked
Just after?
to help Grundlemeyer to turn in Blanchflower, and so there was a bunch of things going on there.
I understand. A complicated situation.
Meanwhile, Buckinsley is fucking dying. It was just way too much to deal with. Susan was crying. I was trying to comfort her. It was just way too many things going on. The serious, I revived Grundle as soon as I could, but my first priority was Buckinsley, because he was in horrible shape.
Right.
I also gave my blood. I don't know if you know this, but Buckinsley currently has my blood inside of him. It's a little bit of Titsworth in him. So that was my goal, was to help him, and everything else was sort of like a distraction, really, And if you were there, you would have seen it. Was just they were just being like children. It was ridiculous. Grundle had pushed Blanchflower earlier. He pushed him from behind. Blanchflower was being a bit of a dick towards him initially, but he wasn't being physical, you know. So in a way, Grundlemeyer kind of started this whole path. And then the wolf attack, and instead of dealing with wolves, they were just fighting each other like children. It was ridiculous.
Right, sort of unable to see past
Yes.
their own noses.
Right. Meanwhile, Buckinsley is downed, and Susan and I are trying to fight off the wolves from a fucking wheelbarrow.
With what? Well, Suze has a gun. What
Well,
did you have?
she had a gun, but she ran out of bullets pretty quickly. But anyway, I think she ended up getting both of them in the end by throwing her tomahawk at them.
I'm curious, Titsworth. If you had your druthers and everything turned out the way in this situation you wanted it, you know, in the aftermath of everything, what's your ideal outcome here?
I just want things to go back to the way they were. I liked what we had. I liked that I was finally getting along with Blanchflower for the first time in months. That we have finally seen eye to eye. That's why it was very difficult for me to just say, yes, Blanchflower is the one who tried to kill you, and I don't think that's really what happened. So I just want things to go back to the way they were.
Now, is that back to...
Whatever the modified version of where it was last week, or the week before, whatever that is, that's fine. I don't need to go back like 5 months. But if we're, you know, if each person is taking point every session, let's say, I'm okay with that. I was attempting to do that day, but it just all went to shit.
Right. And if you had to identify what went wrong, what would you say went wrong?
The wolf attack was the big one, and then also the Grundlemeyer Blanchflower exasperated the whole thing, just made everything worse. You know, if it was just a wolf attack, we would have been dealing with a dying man, and that would have been bad enough. But to have
Right.
the drama on top of that, of you know, picking sides and all this, I'm not picking any sides, actually. It's not what I'm doing. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you feel like we, you know, were you comfortable with the way things? I know that things were shit for a while, and you know that culminated in that situation in the saloon. But I think we had a pretty good idea of where to go from there, and things seem to be shaping up a bit.
Sorry, what saloon? The...
Oh, the robbery in the saloon.
I see.
I believe you squarely blamed Grundlemeyer for sort of not taking responsibility for that.
Blame him for the robbery.
Just for not really being there. And
Well, well, yes, of course, he entirely abdicated his leadership.
yes. And so that leaves me wondering what you think. How do you feel about this?
About what aspect?
The whole thing. You're asking me where I would like to see this go, or where I wish, you know, if what the best version of this would be. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know how much my opinion matters, really. I came in late. I've never seen the entire group on full patrol.
Yes, fair enough.
It all seemed scattershot from the get-go.
Yes, and to be fair, it always was. So, I made a point during the silence insanity that this is where we were attacked.
Oh, is this the water tap? You really didn't get past this. I was up on the ridge there, watching.
Yes, no, we did not get past here.
Right.
I'll be quick. Yeah, so there was the wheelbarrow that we were in over here. Well, it was actually a wagon, I guess. Okay, yes, these are just the updates for Buckinsley, which is great. But just so you know, up on the water tower there, I actually got up there first and realized that they were squabbling, and also I wanted to try to help, so I jumped down onto that wagon there to help Suze. But by that point, it was just chaos, absolute pure chaos.
Well, where?
And I wish that they would have just, one of them would have just fucking jumped down themselves.
Right.
It's simple, really, you know what I mean?
Did someone bring the wolves over? Or did they
No,
just...
no, they just appeared, yeah, they just appeared.
Right.
Buckinsley had actually rode slightly ahead on the tracks here to count. There's a small amount of poles, so he counted a few poles up this way. And then we were just getting ready to go in the next direction when everything went to hell. And we were waiting there because we were hoping to hear back from you. So, but I'm not blaming you for that. I'm just saying that's what we were. That's why we had hung around there for a little while.
Right. No, but I thought you all looked fine and were starting out on your route, so wouldn't be bothered.
Yes, we got close, I suppose.
So that's why I took the job delivering oregano out to Tumbleweed there.
I see, yes. Yes, I don't think I've ever been... You know, further west than Strawberry, really.
Well, we'll dip our toes in today. It's actually quite beautiful.
Yes. With a slight classic oh my, as it were. Someone's really got to remove those stones, you know what I mean? And just make it a nicer turn.
Yes, not the greatest fare for wagons, but
Even horses, it can be a bit chaotic.
is this where you imagined things would be when you were asked if I needed help picking oranges?
As far as deliveries, or as far as just the entire group falling apart?
Yes, the second.
Honestly, none of this really surprises me. You have to remember, I've been dealing with mild insanity since day one. So we did settle for a little while, and things started to look decent right around the time you joined, I would say. And I want you to know that I've always appreciated your efforts. I've always tried to let you know that I appreciate everything you've done. So I've never just said that in jest or anything, you know. But no, I have. It doesn't surprise me, especially after Grundlemeyer going the way he went in the old brainaroo, as it were.
All right.
What's absolutely ridiculous is that, I don't know if you know this, but there was some time ago, early on, I approached Grundlemeyer and told him, you have to call Blanchflower off. The guy's going to kill me. He's going to kill me one day. I need you to call off your watchdog. And he said he would. I don't think he did initially. But then I think he started to realize that if he didn't, things could get a lot worse. So he finally did. What is ironic is that now he's asking me to do the same thing with Blanchflower. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Wait, he's asked you to...
Well, he wanted me to mediate between them during that moment, and sort of... He asked me, before all of that went down, the wolf attack and all that stuff, to go and have a chat with Blanchflower about his persnicketyness, about his sort of freedom of letting whatever the hell he's thinking out.
Right.
Which I did. I actually went and did it. But it's ironic to me that I'm now the one doing what I was asking him to do 5 months ago.
I see. Well, I suppose I'm just not sure of the read on the entire group as a whole, you know?
Yes.
We've really only had the chance to rotate through operational leads a handful of times here.
Yes. Well, you know, personally, not that you're asking my opinion, but I do think we should... I think the silence might have had a bit of a point, to be honest with you. And I put the silence in quotes. I do think we all should learn how to use weapons. And I believe that should be our next... if we're going to keep doing this. That we should all have some form of security. And so that I don't have to say, Hawthorn, you take security next week, and then you're angry at me because you think I'm telling you to do the whole thing. So, you know, it's not fair to you, and I should be able to protect my fucking self. I really, really wanted to kill those wolves, but I couldn't. I didn't know what to do.
Right. Titsworth, I just want to clarify. I would have been perfectly fine if you said, Hawthorn, you do security.
Yes, again, I probably just spoke completely wrong. I was too absorbed in that book. Hello, sir. Yes, that Sherlock Holmes really got his hooks into me.
Right.
I'll be sure to choose my words more carefully in the future. If there is a future, I suppose.
Well, for me, I see us at a bit of a crux here. You know, a
Yes.
crossroads.
Of course.
I don't think this group will work as a collective if I'm completely honest. You know, with no one in charge.
Right.
Just rotating through.
Yes. I don't disagree.
And I think the selection of that person is going to have a lot to do with how the organization looks going forward.
Yes, well, I think the obvious choice, in my opinion, is either Buckinsley or yourself. But I can understand where I don't know what you think about that, but I know that Buckinsley probably doesn't really want to do that, so I don't blame him. And I don't know if you want to do it, and I don't blame you. So but I do think that, you know, unless Grundlemeyer comes back and just goes all in, but I highly doubt it.
He's asked to talk to Buckinsley and I. Grundlemeyer has.
Ah, very good. I mean, if it makes it better, I can just leave. I don't. I've said since day one. I can go back. It's no big deal.
What do you mean, go back?
Go back home
Well, why are you here?
because I wanted to be here. But it's been a rough road, you know. I mean, I might just go do other things. I don't know.
How did you come to join the T.W.A.T.S, Titsworth?
I heard about this through a friend, and I followed. Is this where we're going?
Yes, I just don't want to bring the wagon all the way down, but we can
Fair enough.
walk and talk.
Anyway.
Sorry, go on.
I heard about this through an acquaintance, and I thought it sounded like an interesting opportunity, so I took it. And I got on the train. I took a boat, and I got on a train, and I came to the crossing, and I made it just on time for the first meeting.
Right. So you weren't aware this was just a friendship thing either?
No, I figured that out over a period of a few weeks, yes.
Right.
I figured it out fairly quickly, actually. Grundlemeyer seemed desperate for friends, if I'm being honest. So I've been telling everyone that for a while now.
Okay, one wagon paid off. Almost.
Oh, very good.
Have you ever pursued something, Titsworth? You know, decided you were going to do something, set your mind and did it?
Yes, of course, yes.
Really?
Yes, this is one of those things, but, yeah.
I mean, if you're never going to be out west, did you want to see the waterfall? Did you get a good look at it?
Sure, I'll check out a waterfall, why not?
All right, well, let's, it's just behind us, right where we were.
Oh, can we walk, or do we have to...
Let's bring the wagon a little closer, you know, just sort of around where it was, and we can just take a quick walk back.
Anyway, what was your point about, I'm not really sure where I'm going here, but...
You can stop here.
Oh, good, he wants to see it as well.
Oh, looks like she quite likes you.
Beautiful horse.
Depends on how daring you want to be. There is a way, over a little bit. It's very dangerous, Titsworth.
Yes. Well, I'm not averse to danger. Can we not go? Are we going to? I guess we're not going in that direction, but it'd be nice to see it from the other side,
There is a little cabin just on the other side there.
No, but I mean like down from below.
Yes, no, it'll take us around and down. Yeah, I can drive us.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Guts. Can I call it Guts? Is that too much?
I don't know. Ask Gertie. Doesn't bite you. Probably okay.
No, she seems fine, yeah.
Walking right alongside you, Titsworth.
Yes.
I've never seen this.
Oh, very good. So did you have a point about the sort of
yes.
get up and go stuff?
A few times today, and certainly in the interaction with Grundlemeyer and Blanchflower, you've chosen not to choose.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I mean...
do you want to drive the wagon anew? I mean, you did okay just now, but...
Yes, I mean, it's one of those things where I'm just, for the wagon side of things, I've that's probably the fourth time I've ever driven a wagon, so I'm a little nervous, if I'm being honest with you.
Right.
But no, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm feeling a little more comfortable with it. For the other thing, really honestly, that really is to me it was oh my. To me that was a couple of children being absolute idiots.
Hello, wolves.
And I do believe that what Grundlemeyer did to me was a bit unfair, telling me to choose.
Right. No. Well, especially in the situation.
Yes. If it was just a normal day and everything was going just smoothly, and then that came up, I might, and it wasn't so childlike. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this.
It really is.
It wasn't such a childlike event that went down before it. With in my opinion, honestly, it was sort of a 50-50 situation, if I'm being honest. They were both being idiots.
No, I agree, and I told the deputy that much.
Yes, I there's a reason the deputy didn't charge. Didn't press charges on Blanchflower.
Right.
He told me sounds like a family squabble to me, and I'm like, that's exactly what it is. Yes, the crossing is beautiful.
I mean, it's not all bad.
No. Perhaps Buckinsley has, perhaps the Silence and Buckinsley both have something right. One, we should probably all be trained. And two, maybe we should go somewhere as a group and sort of reset. Just live in beauty for a little while and...
Titsworth is... I cannot imagine a world in which you are going where I think you're going.
Where do you think I'm going?
I think you think you're going to Guam.
Oh, no. I would even be happy with this. No, I think Buckinsley thinks he's going to Guam.
Right, but he's injured.
Right, I'm not saying right now.
Right.
We can't afford Guama. It's at least $200 or $300 a person, So, but no, something like this. This is invigorating for me. It's beautiful. A beautiful rainbow down there.
Gertie, you're making me nervous. Come here. So you think a retreat is in order of some sort?
Yes, possibly a retreat that maybe we train up a little bit as a group. Take in some sights, shoot some guns. Vail, I don't know if you know this, but Vail said that he would buy us all weapons if we wanted them. He's more than happy to arm us.
Well, he's not currently active, I don't think.
Well, he doesn't want Blanchflower in control of the group, and I think he would come back if we could reorder things.
Right.
I personally don't want Blanchflower as the leader of the group either. I think it's ridiculous.
I'm going to ask you honestly,
Yes,
would you be alright with me being head agent?
absolutely, 100%, yes. 110% actually, yes.
Really?
Yes. I've always put my trust in you. I believe that you're looking out for the group at every turn, and you're whip smart, and I believe you have it in you, but I just wasn't sure if it would be something you'd want.
Well, nor was I. But I don't know. Something changed, I suppose, during the situation in Tumbleweed.
Right. Sort of a new lease on life, as it were?
I suppose a little, but for the most part, it was that even while I was in danger, I found myself thinking of ways to protect you lot of fools.
Oh. Yes. That seems to be in character, if I'm being honest with you. Which I am.
Right.
Yes. It doesn't surprise me to learn that you had been looking over us whilst we were at the telegram office, wherever the hell that was, the PD or whatever the hell it was.
Oh no, just up to Wallace.
Wallace, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so when you tell me that, it was like, well, that just makes sense, really. I mean, I kind of figured you might be around somewhere. I just wasn't sure where, or if you even were, but turns out you were.
Up until I decided to join the Parade of Fools and go off on my own.
Yes. Well, you're braver than I am. I'll give you that.
I don't think it was bravery.
Yeah, maybe a bit of stupidity mixed with bravery, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's no way you could have predicted what happened.
No, but I'm going to be honest, it was a bit of a tantrum.
Oh, I see.
You know, I felt it in my stomach, you know, riding away from the group.
Right.
After all the times I've told you lot to stick together.
Right. I mean, I think you take your job seriously, and I think when you see a bunch of, well, let's just be honest, idiots standing around talking about Silentology, I can see how that could be a bit maddening from time to time.
I don't know. I was just upset that I let something get under my skin like that.
Right.
That sort of reaction and behavior is exactly why the organization I was a part of fell apart.
Yes.
I was the cause of it then too.
Oh, really? I don't feel comfortable digging into your past, really. I know that it's probably fairly private, and you know, I'd like to ask questions, but I don't want to put you on the spot, really.
Well, Titsworth, how about you make a choice?
What did you used to do? Exactly.
I was part of the Home Office. Special agent assigned with a unit called Citizens United. nullifying, tabooing, and secrets.
I see. So you were sort of a proper spy, really.
I had previous experience with telegram offices because I was engaged mostly with the written word. You know, people throwing out a telegram in a garbage can here, writing a message on a spoon stall there, an outhouse. Gathering secrets from people before they know they've told me.
Must say, it sounds exciting.
It was. For a time, of course. Then you get bored and you look for something else.
Right. You had also mentioned to me that potentially the leader of your group had a sort of a Grundlemeyer sort of like situation. Would you care to elaborate on that?
We went out on assignment together. He and I.
Yes.
A mission of great importance. I won't get into it, but... You know, usually I keep things professional, but I slipped.
I see.
He thought it was more than it was.
Right.
But when I made it clear that there would be, you know, nothing going forward...
I suppose things got a little more difficult at that point.
He did. He lost his mind. He became insecure, thinking I was trying to undermine him at every turn.
Well, jealousy is a crazy thing. I'm assuming it was mostly jealousy.
Jealousy, insecurity.
Yes.
He couldn't handle it, so he sent me on assignment here.
Did he send you to the T.W.A.T.S? That's what this was? I suppose that's what this was, yeah.
You know, some sort of sister organization, he thought, I'm sure.
Yes.
He didn't care what happened to me, so didn't vet it.
Right. Well, whatever you decide to do here, you have my full support, and I'll do whatever you ask me to do. And that's a promise. And I'll try to be more direct with my decision-making, as it were. I won't straddle the line. I tend to avoid getting into my head, so I let things kind of go past me, as it were. Years of being on the streets, I suppose.
Right. But, Titsworth, I don't need a yes man.
Oh, no. But I'm just saying, I believe that you would be a very good lead for this organization. Potentially the kick in the arse that we all need. And if I believe that something could be done better, I'll make sure to mention it. You know, if an idea comes up and it's like, well, we could probably do it this way instead, I'll be sure to let you know. I wouldn't just be like, yes, we'll go do that now, you know.
All right.
I mean, I think I've already kind of always done that anyway. I might be a little indecisive when it comes to Grundlemeyer and Blanchflower, but or should I ride the wagon or not? But I've always let my opinion be known.
That you have, sir. That you have.
Yes. I don't know if you've noticed as well, is that I'm able to read the room when we're getting out of control and we're talking about things that are just way off base. I'd like to defer to you in that scenario because it tends to break that conversation up.
I have, and I do appreciate it.
Yes. I do respect you. I just want you to know that. So. And I don't want to waste your time, you know. Speaking of which, do you think we should go deliver these oranges?
Probably. Okay, Gertie. Let's go.
There you go.
She truly has never followed me like she's following you.
It is unusual.
Thank you for the diversion and stopping to talk. I appreciate being able to clear things up.
Yes, me too. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for speaking to me earnestly.
No, I spoke to you as Vivian.
Sorry, say that again?
I spoke to you as Vivian, not
Oh,
Ernest.
right, not Ernest. Yes, yes. Whatever you do, don't call me Shirley.
Right. I just feel sometimes like I hit the limit of exactly how vulnerable I can be in a given day, and I feel like I'm there.
Oh, probably, yes, yes. Fair enough. I learned years and years ago, around the age 4 or 5, to... Are we here?
No.
Oh, you're napping. I got it. Yeah, yeah. I learned to stuff most of my emotions deep, just way down, deep down. I do believe part of the problem with Blanchflower, just as an FYI, is that he's trying to emulate me to some degree, which is, you know, I've learned to expand from there, but he seems to be starting from ground zero.
Right. Okay, we're going directly through Thieves' Landing. Don't tell anyone about this.
Yes, this seems rather suspicious.
You know, I take it back. We're not going to do it.
Yes, probably.
I simply couldn't.
Right.
If we were waylaid and had... Those just bastards in Tumbleweed talked to me for close to an hour before, you know, getting to the real business.
Right. I mean, luckily, because I've stayed mostly city-bound, which is, you know, my sort of preference, as it were, I've not really had to deal with that beyond the few assholes we bumped into along the way, you know.
Right.
And they're somewhat hindered by the locations, because they're in a vast area with a lot of people, potentially.
You know, just bad luck had me run into them out there.
A good job pulling that telegram number out of your ass in the last second there. That was amazing. I don't know if I could have done that. I'm terrible with numbers and letters combined into a code of some kind.
Right. Yes. No. Well, you know, when things are happening, I know it's difficult when you're, you know, being forced to drink a jar of urine, but
Yes.
Having an eye for those details can, I think, make a difference.
Yes, even during the meeting with the Silence with Grundlemeyer, stage 3, I suppose, I didn't notice the markings on the wall right away. I'm not always looking out for details.
Right.
I did notice them after the fact, but I should probably learn to be a little more sharp in that sense, since all of our lives are on the line, as it were, especially my own, when I'm alone, let's say.
Do you often find that you panic in those situations?
You know, not at all. No. I've lived through so much crap. Yeah.
Right, but not noticing the details when the Silence was talking, feeling flustered during the wolf attack, not knowing what to do.
More just. I just never experienced that particular kind of thing before. Either one. I've never been attacked by wolves. I've been attacked by men, obviously. And an all-female gang once. That was insane. But no, I need to learn to sort of open my eyes up a bit more. I mean, as I was drinking the urine, I realized it was urine right away. But I thought it might be apple juice at first. You know. There was a label on the jar that said urine jar.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that fact.
Yes.
Who made the urine jar?
That was Grundlemeyer. I believe he just handed it off to to a Blanchflower after he
And we
probably...
don't know where he got it?
Well, I believe he took a pee in the jar. He might have labeled the jar urine jar, and then used it for peeing so he didn't have to get out of bed, maybe? That's my guess. Because he handed it to him while he was in bed, I believe, or after he was just getting out of bed.
And Blanchflower just kept it.
He kept it, and then he thought it would be funny to get the criminal guy to drink it, the robber guy.
I see. Well, no, I don't understand any
No,
part of that.
it's ridiculous. Yes, I mean he told me after the fact that he thought it was a great thing. He was like, I got him to drink the urine, and that was great. And then, oh no, now he's making Titsworth drink it.
I mean, I don't know. You know, if say, for example, I don't know. Buckinsley has a change of heart. Wants to, you know, I feel like that's an organization where there's plans and schemes and, you know.
I'm a little worried about Gertie here. She's following me wherever I go.
I don't know. She seems enamored. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yes, you were saying. Sorry. I didn't want her to get lost inside of this thing, whatever this is.
Oh, this is a furniture market.
Right. Lots of stuff.
I don't know. Do you want a T.W.A.T.S. where there's urine jars and things? Or...
No, absolutely not. No, not at all. I tried to dispose of it. He picked the thing up again. Remember I told you? I rode right up to you and said, just so you know, he just picked up the jar that I disposed of.
Right. Right, I do recall that, yes.
Yes, I don't want the fucking jar of urine to enter any pictures anymore. I don't want to drink more urine. Absolutely not.
So you would be perfectly fine with a no-nonsense, efficient T.W.A.T.S.?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I mean, as long as, you know, in the beginning it was very sort of militaristic in a way. That was a little much. There were demerit points.
Right.
Of course, because I was the odd man out, they were putting them all on me. I had probably 1,000 or 2,000 demerit points for looking at people the wrong way. I don't know. It was crazy. So if it's an organized version of something like that, I don't mind that. And quite frankly, I wouldn't mind learning how to shoot a gun.
Right. Well, as we learned today, quite important.
Yes. I mean, honestly, I was watching Buckinsley getting attacked by those wolves, and I just felt completely hopeless. Helpless. I wanted to run over there and help them, but I knew that if I did that, they'd just start attacking me as well, because there was like 2 of them on them.
Right.
So
No, smart to do what you did.
but it was heartbreaking to watch, you know. Would you like to attempt to deliver that snake over to the rangers thing over there?
No, apparently they don't need it, so I'm just going
Oh,
to
very
sell
good.
it at the butcher's here for a very low price.
And there she goes. Like the wind.
Gone before you know it, you know? Gone to frolic a little. She's done a lot of walking today.
Yes. Next stop is what?
Just north, there's a little sort of creek running through a valley. There's a fishing shop there. They'd like some oranges.
Oh, very good. I do enjoy a nice crick.
Did you spend any time out in the country, or just
Not really, no. No, I'm a little too naive to the ways of the woods, as it were. I don't trust. I just need some time out there, you know, and I don't want to do that alone.
Well, there are some islands near roads. Now, it's not Gorma, but it is entirely free to get there, and I know that there's a shooting range.
Oh, very good. Yes, that would be excellent. Do you need to take a boat? Do you need to get on a rowboat of some kind?
No, not at all. Although I'm sure most of you would be more comfortable if we did.
I'm a pretty good swimmer, I'll be honest with you, but yeah.
Well, no, we could do it on horseback, but
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I'm in on that. Look, if I'm gonna experience nature, I'm gonna experience nature for fuck's sake.
okay. Well, can I? Might I propose us taking a break from assisting Vail, especially since we don't know if he's still going to be with the group, and propose perhaps on Tuesday we run this retreat.
Yes, I'm all in on that, and yes, I don't know that Vail will join us if Blanchflower is there. I think that's Vail's problem is Blanchflower. So.
Right. I mean, but part of it is going to be sorting all this out.
Yes, so potentially he'll come, especially if Grundlemeyer is there. I'm sure he'll show up. So.
Right.
Yes, I believe that would be a brilliant idea, and the easiest and most direct way to do this. It would be really nice if we could get that the other Hawthorn to come with us. The law officer. Maybe he could be a mediator, you know? Impartial.
Oh, right. Right, yes.
He was very good, and you know, once all the statements were given, he was reading back some stuff to me just to make sure that lined up. And, you know, I could tell that he was feeling the same way I felt. So I believe that we do require that, exactly that, an impartial individual. I can't be that person, obviously, so.
Right.
No matter how bad I want to be that person.
Well, I do think we made an appointment to get citizen registries done.
Yes.
So, you know, if we run into him and we're able to get that done, we would invite him to the retreat.
I do have his telegram number, and as a matter of fact, I could probably just telegram him if you'd like, and...
Okay, well, perhaps we set it this way. We say, you know, it's a retreat, it's remote, you can leave whenever you'd like. You know, you come in, you have the conversation that you want to have, and then you leave the others, you know?
Yes.
That way no one feels like it's, you know, we're trapping them.
Right.
Can I leave you in charge of planning a few activities for the retreat?
Yes, of course. Maybe if you could write me a telegram with the types of things, you know, the shooting, obviously. Is it just like an island or something? Or what are we... Are the beaches? Like, what kind of things?
Yeah, shooting range beaches. There is a dock. I believe there's a half-sunken ship.
Oh. Well, if you could send me a little telegram with some of the things, that would be amazing. Because then I can pick it. I don't even. Can you give me the name? Do you know the name of the place?
I don't think there is a name.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I also don't think this is a road.
Definitely not. No.
Well, I'm going to walk into the darkness and deliver this package.
Very good.
Yeah,
Well,
join
yes.
me.
The map does show it as a road. Very, very unusual.
Right. Says it's this.
Oh no!
way.
Yes, it's over here. The road is over here. Yeah. Oh, there's a bear up there, I think. Did you hear that?
I did not know.
Yes, I heard a roar from right up there. Let's just wait a second. Well, I'm not hearing it again, but it was definitely a roar.
Right. Okay, well, if we see it, I'm going to drop this package and shoot it.
Yes,
You should run back to the wagon.
Right, or see if I can find a rock. There doesn't appear to be many rocks around here.
Oh, yes, I do hear it. Okay.
I heard something there. Yeah, it was a little. Right. It's like an elk blending into a bear. Yes, yes. Hello, sir. Having bear issues, are you? Sir? Is everyone on opium? Anyway, we should probably leave.
I think so. So all that together, $300.
Oh, very good. Yes, I'm going to get back on the thing. Oh, my. Oh, shit. It's coming. It's coming. It's behind us. There it is. I see it. Do you see it? Yes, it was huge.
That was a large bear.
Yes.
Well done.
It circled us, actually. It was in front of us initially, but then it came around the
I heard
back.
it in front. Yes, that's
Yeah.
very sneaky.
Yes, so I guess that's what bears are, really. Large, sneaky animals.
I mean, but that was brilliant, Titsworth. You saw the security issue, brought it up right away, kept a cool head.
Yes. I would have felt a lot better with a gun, that's for sure, but some sort of rifle. I actually kind of enjoy that. Sneaking about, listening for things, you know?
Well, perhaps you missed your calling. We could have been colleagues.
Yes, I suppose.
Well, I do have to say, you've perked up a little.
Oh yes, I'm definitely at like an 8 right now, something like that. 8 or 8, maybe 8.5. Yes, half.
8.5 after being
Like a
eaten by a bear.
Like a 5.
Oh, it's coming down.
No, I've gone up. 10 is absolutely wonderful.
Right, and then you said you were an 8 and now you're at a 5.
No, I started the day at around a 5. Yeah.
I see.
Yes. No, I believe our conversation helped, and then at that moment with the bear was quite exhilarating, actually. We knew where it was the whole time, so it didn't fool us. Also, the waterfall was beautiful.
Really was.
And how are you feeling? Are you feeling a bit better today, or has it... I don't really even know where you started, to be honest with you, so I don't know if I have an actual baseline to begin with.
Well, I don't know. I believe that the metaphor that I used with Buckinsley was that trying to fix the T.W.A.T.S. would be like fixing a broken wagon wheel when the wagon's stranded in the middle of a fucking lake. So, not sure on that front.
Right.
Oh, the telegram office is where we said we'd meet.
Yes.
Here, let's check the... let me...
Yes, do your
Okay,
thing. Do your thing.
If you go over and just, meet with them, you can see where they're at. I should gather as many oranges as I can, really.
Very good.
I sounded like you then.
Oh, you said really?
I never say really at the end of sentences.
Oh, very good.
What's
Well, there we go.
What's that, Gertie? I never say really.
Well, welcome to the east side, really. Okay, I'm going to the telegram office. Hello, sir.
How'd it go, Titsworth?
Quite well. A lot of deliveries and oranging, and
Yes.
I ate an orange. Don't tell anyone.
No, I won't.
I'm
Is that what took so long?
Me eating the orange? No, I ate it when she was off doing other things.
I see.
A little
So you
disappointed
weren't
in
like
myself.
pulling the wagon off to the side for
No. She was doing a
reasons.
delivery, and I just had an orange. And
All right.
I feel disappointed in myself, really. I shouldn't have done it, but
It's just one orange. Stop giving a fuck.
I suppose. Sorry, miss.
How are you?
Pretty good, you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Very good. Very quiet
Have you
today.
been yeah, I was gonna say, have you been in Valentine very long?
No, we just got here. We were making deliveries.
Okay. Delivering anything good?
Oranges? I did eat an orange earlier. That was tasty.
Ooh, yeah, I do like some oranges. Although I'm a bigger fan of clementines.
Oh, yeah, I've never had one of those. I'm from England. We don't have them there.
Oh, okay.
Well, we
okay.
do, but you have to pay a lot of money for them. You have to be royalty, basically.
Oh, Jesus. What's your name?
Bryan Titsworth.
Hi, Bryan Titsworth. I am Starling, Deputy Starling.
Oh, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Heading over to the telegram office. You have a.
Sure.
Hope everything's safe and
Yeah, have a good one.
it ends up being a pretty mellow day overall.
Yeah, I hope so. And you know, yeah, I said that awkward goodbye, and now I'm walking in the same direction.
Yes, it's
so
odd.
I'm just gonna extend it out and.
No, let's just keep talking. Everything's great.
Yeah,
Look at
everything's
look at
wonderful. You
that.
have a
Look at the
beautiful
mud.
horse.
Beautiful mud. Oh, thank
You
you.
have a beautiful head of hair.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I appreciate that.
welcome.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
Bye, Mr. Titsworth.
Bye. Everything okay?
Yes,
Yes.
it's Susan's on the way here, but we weren't sure that you two need to call it, head back to the grove or do anything else, or collapse and sleep forever, that type of thing.
Right. I could go back to Saint Denis. I have a bit of time here, so I don't know if anyone else wants to do that, but if not, if everyone's going to stick around here, I'll just stay here.
I'd like to see if Zeus has any thoughts on little mysteries afoot. Sorry, I know I'm being mysterious, but someone sent me a strange telegram.
Now, is this for real? Was this?
Yes, no,
Oh.
I didn't make it up. Someone sent that to me.
Oh, I see. I wasn't sure if you were just having a little fun.
No,
Yeah, well, I mean-
sorry, what does it say?
It says,
Let me go get the telegram, and I'll give
yes,
you.
Mr. Stapleton, and then the other one was the guy from the book. See, I compartmentalize these things. I do. It's a long story, but Steve is also interested in mysteries, and she hasn't read the books. But we thought, what if if Sherlock's got a middle name, then maybe we can come up with a middle name for him, and then use that, and then we could be Sherlock and Holmes, and the middle name and Holmes, and well, I'm afraid I just gave that part away to you, Titsworth. But you surely deduced that that's what we were up to, or I was up to. I mean,
Yes. Oh, yes. 100%. Yes.
right.
I, I believe I heard that his middle name was Scott,
Scott. That's,
but that could just be lore. I don't know if that's real.
yes. SH.
No, Scott. Scott.
No, but his initials then would just be SSH.
It's kind of like
Well, I believe he actually has a
Sounds
different.
like the beginning of.
Right,
Well,
I'm going to check my telegrams very quickly. I'll be
Yes.
back. And then we have a pitch for next Tuesday here. I do. Well, Titsworth, why don't you run them through it?
Sure. I believe his first name is not Sherlock. I believe it's something else, by the way. I just don't know what it is.
What?
Yes, it's odd, but and again, this could be deep lore.
Is
that-
Sherlock short for Scott or something?
I don't know. We'll have to look around. Maybe go to a library or something if we can find one. Apparently, there's a little island somewhere that has sort of a shooting range on it and some beaches and some stuff, and it doesn't cost $350,000 a person to go to. So we were talking about maybe doing that on Tuesday, having a bit of a retreat, learning how to shoot, and possibly coming together as a group.
shooting guns.
Yes, I personally would like to learn how to shoot a gun, because that wolf thing, watching Buckinsley be torn to shreds in front of my eyes.
It was awful. It was just terrible. Just
Yeah,
terrible.
I did land like so.
Yes, you were doing quite well, but I could tell that you were overwhelmed.
Yes, you were moving very well. I could see. I mean, I had a very, very clear look from my perch on the water tower, my safe perch up there, that you were really moving and dodging and landing some really good hits.
Right.
was
On
rooting
the,
for you.
my guns. So I now the whole depth perception thing could definitely use practice.
yes, exactly.
No,
Hawthorn.
pardon, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Hawthorn says that there's like a beach there, so if you want to lay on the beach, you can. And it's fairly easy to get to. It's around roads, I believe.
Oh, interesting. I never would have thought about that being there.
Yes, I've never seen it, but sounds like an interesting place.
I mean, to be fair, I tend not to think about things that I haven't seen, so I didn't think of it either, but I haven't seen it.
I see. Fair point.
I know it's not Guarma, but fiscally, we cannot sustain the hit that Guarma would give us.
What if we just never come back from Guarma? We're just there for a long time, making a lot of money, and we all come back with like $1,000.
I mean, if there was a telegram station there, I would probably agree with you, but
Or law of any kind.
We would
well,
be in the
there's
law,
that as well.
and no one would be talking near telegram stations.
Let's make that a long-term goal, maybe.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Yes.
I'll compromise here. If we
That
get
is
through
aspirational.
if we get through this retreat on this tiny test island, and no funny business, everyone puts in a good effort, we can go to Guarma after.
Really?
Really.
Oh, that would be great.
All right, I mean, and
Can we just call it Tiny Test Island as well? That would be great as well.
Tiny Test Island.
Yes, please.
That's probably the technical name.
Oh, very good.
If not, we can just write it on a map, and then it is.
Right. I mean,
That's how maps work.
I
Right.
don't think I haven't seen a tiny test island on my map.
Well, that's why we would write it in.
Right.
Just do it when we get there, really.
All right. Well. All right. Guns. So we need ammo, and then
We could also arrange rocks.
Because if not, I could lend you my bow if you want to try.
I would
It's
much.
quieter.
I could try that.
All right. We'll bring that.
I have very delicate wrists, and I abhor the sound of gunfire. So, I mean, I could try to give it a go to.
As long as you
know,
keep the wrist, I think straight.
stand up like a.
Probably work.
Yes, as long as your wrist
try it.
doesn't buckle under the pressure of the bow.
Of the bow. No, I was. Yeah, I could.
I'm going to think.
I could try to fire a gun.
I would say perhaps a small pistol. You know.
Yes, a
bow is
pistola.
the bow is going to need a lot more force than just pulling a trigger on the pistol. You know, there's kickback for sure, but
You could actually use both
I
your
have
hands.
long arms.
This one doesn't seem that bad.
Certainly.
okay. Well,
leverage.
we're not going to draw our weapons in town. Thank you very much,
No one
Buckinsley.
can see us except for us. We're fine. I was just demonstrating a thing that you could have used.
Let's just save it for the Tiny Test Island.
Yes, the tiny test island.
All right.
Which we could spell that out with rocks when we get there.
Right.
I'm all in.
Look, you have to figure out ways to have fun. Good.
Yes.
Okay, I have to violently fall asleep right now.
Ah, very good.
So I will
May
see
you sleep furiously.
on Tuesday.
Yes, don't catch on fire.
Yes, don't do it.
I'll do what I damn well please.
Thank you.
Feel free.
Wonderful day today.
But please don't die.
She's definitely going to go set herself on fire and fall asleep and somehow be unscathed.
No, she's always on fire, so
Possible, yep.
she's always on fire.
Oh, okay. Well,
I have an
she
idea.
looked pretty cool, and then she just started kind of running.
Yeah, she's gonna go. Like she said, she's gonna violently fall asleep. So
Oh, yep.
That sounds, you know what that is? That's code for someone who really has to shit.
I think she's pissing in the
that's why-
bush.
that's
Yes,
why- yep.
we should
Yes,
probably stop.
No, and
Yeah,
that was
Buckinsley.
very urgent. That's more urgent
Yep.
than a piss. That's someone who's going to really
You
just
never know.
I also have a proposal for this tiny test island.
right.
I wanted to wait for Hawthorn to bolt, and I've already talked to her about it. But Blanchflower, would you mind if Hawthorn too came along and joined us, and maybe Grundlemeyer came along, and maybe he could act as a mediator between the two of you?
Well, yes, well, of course. Well, if anything, I would welcome Hawthorn 2's company.
Yes, I figured as much. That's why I'm asking. So I think that might be the idea. So I can telegram Hawthorn.
Grundlemeyer can do whatever. Yeah, no, Grundlemeyer
Well, it's
can
going to be up to him.
Grundlemeyer.
Yes.
Right.
I figured you'd probably be on board, but I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to spring that on you because I don't want to spring it on either one of you.
I appreciate it. Well, one of us is going to be acting head agent at the time. If hopefully Buckinsley, if you're feeling up to it at that point. But
well, we also have
my request
Hawthorn.
is that Grundlemeyer. Well, yes, but she wasn't in the chain of command, so to speak, of the lineup. She wasn't acting lieutenant.
So the idea would be for us to not it would be for him to be the mediator. None of us, no one else, just him, because he is impartial. I'm impartial, but Grundlemeyer hates me now because he thinks I chose sides, which I never did. I never did.
Think that is a
He's
brilliant
mostly
idea.
impartial.
So we could just take a week where we kind of dissolve any kind of rank or title, and we have a mediator come in.
Yes, and I believe Hawthorn with an E would be more than happy to do that.
Just between us, though, he's not entirely impartial.
Based on how he was,
What
in
do
what
you mean?
sense?
Well, when I told him about what transpired in our argument about birds, the only thing he said, other than when reciting back the statement he was taking, was that he agreed with me that cardinals are actually much better than robins, and he likes
Oh, but
them.
that's just a given. Come on. I mean, come on.
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean what I'm saying is, if we're in a pinch and Grundlemeyer's being insane, we could bring that conversation up, and then our impartial
What if we just don't bring up,
impartial
that thing that
mediator
led
is
people to
on our
blows?
side? I'm saying as an emergency tactic. Obviously, we don't want
I mean,
to do
as
it
an
right
emergency
away.
tactic, there'll be a deputy there.
This is up to you, Blanchflower.
I'm talking about an epistemological emergency.
So, but
So we are having a
having
conversation.
Sir.
hello.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. God, he smelled. Did you smell that?
Yes, I did. I smelt it. I was wondering if one of you hadn't. I mean,
No.
no offense. Like, you'd have an excuse for having been in the hospital, but frankly, I've spent all day with you, and you don't smell anything like that, man.
Yeah, I don't believe there's any gammy wounds, as it were.
No,
Well-
this is the healing.
When I would rather just not have a sense of smell.
Buckinsley,
Yes.
I do have Hawthorn with an E's telegram number. Do you? I believe you also have it. Is that true? Oh no, you don't have it.
I just learned that he was a person earlier today.
Yes, fair enough. He looked after you.
So he's the one with an E. Yes.
Yes. He looked after you and was quite helpful. So
yeah.
he got. But I don't know if you know this, but you have the blood of Titsworth in you.
I didn't know that. No, thank you.
Oh yes.
Yes. You're pot Titsworth.
He has good blood.
Did
Yes.
you have your blood? Did they do the whole testing thing?
Not in the crossing, no, but in England, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't, have a clotting cascade and immediately die. So thank you.
Yes, no worries. It really hurt, but it was worth it.
Oh, I see.
They whisked you away the second the second they drew my blood. So
Oh, all right. Well,
I would have gladly offered mine, but I wasn't sure if my blood was good or not. So
it is something that my understanding, through the field medic process, is there's a whole test thing.
well, it should be okay.
Well, no, I would be dead if it wasn't okay. So it's,
Oh, fair enough. Yes.
thank you very much.
all right.
I expect a birthday present next year.
All right. That was
January.
January?
January 6th.
January 6th.
right.
yeah.
Yes. No, I'm sorry, I missed it this year. No, now
Yes,
know.
I didn't tell anyone.
No, next year.
Yeah. I actually had something in mind, but I missed it too.
Right. I suppose Grundlemeyer has also reached out to you. What?
He wrote me his account and then said he was, done. And then I wrote him and was like, oh, could we, sit down or talk or anything? And then he never wrote back.
Fair enough. Maybe I'd like to be transparent about all this. So potentially you can write him back and say we're going to get together on Tuesday and attempt to bring Hawthorn with an E along with us.
And he would know who that is.
Yes, he's the one that went to him initially.
Oh, all right. Well, that seems.
I believe he's the one He's the other guy with the telegram number.
Oh, all right.
Yes, he sort of set the whole ball rolling to the unraveling of the organization to the extent that it's taking place, you might say.
Hawthorn did.
With
Now,
an E. No,
Grundlemeyer.
Grundlemeyer.
Grundlemeyer did.
By
All
going
right.
to the law.
Also,
Maybe
Vale,
we should have
just
had
so you
some
know,
kind of like T.W.A.T.S. court instead of that.
well, that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly what this is.
Except a mediation with an impartial mediator.
I'm going to attempt to get Vale to come as well, but Vale is currently, as we stand, it's out. He's out.
No, he's like he wrote me. He said he'd resigned. But
Right.
I could write and say, this is happening, and if we get
Oh, good.
Grundlemeyer, and then maybe he'll come too.
Yes, of course, yes. That's my hope.
Also, I'm just remembering. So, you didn't write that telegram to me, so you weren't playing some little code game of yourself, like I was sort of hoping.
Absolutely not. No, I was delivering oranges and...
So, the other thing I mentioned,
Yes.
it's someone who has my telegram. Who
Oh,
knows
and I
I'm
thought you
reading the
meant like
book.
the other thing. Okay, good. Not that. I don't want to think about
Right.
that. All right.
the only other person that would know
not
that
the
would
other
be...
thing, that he could have been you.
The only other person I know that would know that would be Vale. Well, anyone in the organization, really.
And Grundlemeyer.
And Grundle.
Well, Grundlemeyer hasn't read the book, though, has he?
I don't believe so.
Yes. So if we do a little diagram where we intersect who has my telegram, who knows I'm reading the book, and who's read the book.
I'm trying to think here.
Telegram. I'll be right back. And by right back, I mean another 5 years. Here I go.
Yes, sir. The only other person I would... Oh, wait a second.
I think it's probably Vale.
I believe I told Hawthorn with an E. And I also told some woman, I believe...
Oh, that's true. I actually told... Well, I don't think she would do that. The woman I told would...
She was outside of the sheriff's station in
At the sheriff's office.
Strawberry,
yes.
yeah.
Miss Shue, yes.
Yes, that's right. I talked to her and then went and talked to the deputy and then you continued to talk to her, I believe.
Yes, she was very flirtatious.
Oh, was she? Oh, right. I
Yes,
think you mentioned that.
she
Yeah.
seemed- Yes. So it could be her flirting with me. It probably is her flirting with me.
Maybe.
So-
I mean, yes, go ahead, sir.
So she said, first she said she was coming here, and we should let her know if we were going somewhere else. And now she's baking at Emerald Ranch. So
Oh.
I guess we just go
What?
there now. She's doing something for a food
Baking?
kitchen. Yes.
I mean, it sounds very Suze, if I'm being completely honest with
I
you.
mean, more or less, just kind
Yes.
of like, oh, I'm glad you're not dead. I'll ride right there. And then, well, now I'm baking. You can come if you want. Kind of, general thing.
Yes.
That just tracks.
Flitting one from one thought to another.
Did you give that woman your telegram number, sir?
No,
Right. She wasn't Law, was she? She wasn't.
I don't think so. I should have given her my telegram number.
Yes, next time just hop on that, really. If you feel like she's flirting with you.
Yeah, I didn't. It was all happening so fast, and it's so.
Yes,
not
it can
used
be
to it.
confusing, yes.
So I didn't really realize it was happening until afterward, and I was like, wait, what was that? She was being flirtatious. It would happen right at the end, and I didn't know.
Yes, well, that's
She was
fair.
gone.
I was force failed.
And the last woman I gave my telegram to, who I thought maybe had something with her. I haven't heard from her in months, so maybe it's
Yes.
best that I didn't.
Yes, I mean, you could be setting yourself up for major disappointments, but at some point you'll either just keep trying until it works, or you'll give up.
Right.
I'm somewhere
There's
in the
other
middle.
possibilities. Right. If you're in the middle, you don't really care.
I don't give a shit, yeah, really. If I meet the right person, fine. If I don't, no big deal. I'm pretty content.
Do you give a shit whether or not you meet the right person?
Yes. But that's
Oh, good.
probably because I found the right person.
Oh, very good. Congratulations,
yeah,
sir.
that would do it.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, do you not have a person? Is that why this is coming up?
We're just talking about flirting and...
Yes, I
what
think
the
I
hell
might
is this
have
guy
missed
doing?
a
Fuck off.
golden opportunity. Probably
you were
one of the
saying?
best opportunities in my life. I probably just let slip through my fingers the other day. So,
Oh, I slipped through how?
well, I met a woman who seemed genuinely taken with me, and that's not a common occurrence for me. But we failed to exchange telegram numbers, and I have no way of contacting her.
Yes, he
was her
didn't
name?
didn't read the potential cues, as it were.
Shoo
Shu.
with a
Interesting.
U.
Okay, so I know Shu very well. She's a very
Oh, there
close
you
friend
go.
of mine.
Nice.
Really?
However, I don't mean to break your heart or anything. She is currently with someone.
Oh, well, there you go.
Now, that being said,
She's
you know,
presumably
things happen.
very unhappy with that relationship.
Maybe so. But here, how about this? How about I give you her telegram number? And
have it?
then you guys can continue. I do. Like I said, I'm very close with Shu.
Oh, my.
Brilliant. Thank you. What is your name, sir?
Oh, sorry. My name is Lance.
Hello, Lance.
Hello.
Thank you. I'm Simon.
Nice to meet you, Simon. Well, I would love to give you that telegram number. We'll just have to go inside to grab it.
Absolutely.
While they're,
My note-
Potential congratulations, sir.
yes, while they're doing that, Titsworth, do you mind?
Potential.
Could you take me over to the stable so I can get my horse?
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you.
I gave hand.
I appreciate the hand. Did everything go well with
Oh, yes.
the trip?
Yes. Quite well.
Vivian had mentioned you were spending some time talking, kind of catching up on things that had occurred. So
Yes, I gave her a bit of a fuller picture of that particular day and just other stuff that I can be a bit indecisive at times, other times not. But
you two okay after the? She seems a little.
oh yes, everything's fine. I think her and I are right. I would say as about as right as rain as we've ever been. So
Oh, well, good.
yes, it was very productive, and her horse Gertie really loves me.
Yes, very nice horse.
Wouldn't stop following me around. As far as leadership and the like, and T.W.A.T.S, without getting into it too deeply, I've had the feeling that you're not really super interested in that, are you? Like, if we can get this ship back on
I don't care
on the
about
water.
titles or whatever. I just yes, I can. I'm happy to help. I
Right.
talked to her a little bit about it. My one thought was, clearly neither of them can be in charge or have authority over each other. So
Right.
we just say there's been a whole leadership, issue, and we just, get rid of it, including me. I would stay, but I feel like you could just say, all of this was the fact that I didn't, rein it in, and the two of them were, at each other's throats. Therefore, we have to put someone new in, and maybe it was just Hawthorn. I
Yes.
think
So
everyone could work easily with her.
I believe
I'd be
that's
happy to assist.
that would be good. I think that's what we talked about, and I believe that if the cards fall correctly, I believe that she would be the leader that we actually need. I think that you would be a great leader as well, but I know that your heart's not 100% in it at all times. It's not your thing, really.
There are things that I like, and there are things when there's two people just snipping at each other, and
Right. And it's left for me.
It's so dumb. I don't care.
Right. It's left for me to be the mediator, and then I get blamed for it. Right. So yes, I understand.
I feel like I can mediate, but not. They just want to try and shove each other. It's just childish.
Yes.
All right.
Well, I'm hoping that we can do this the tiny test island and
Yes, ideally.
possibly get something going that way. And I would like to add to security rather than just rely on Hawthorn for security.
Yes, that's why I also wanted to make sure I was a little bit better armed to be able to assist.
And I would like to have Vail back as well. And if Blanchflower is in charge, it's not going to happen.
Correct.
So,
Yes. Same page.
very good. Also, Vail, so that he would buy us weapons, just so you
That
know.
would be nice.
But that will only happen if other things happen.
Yes. All right, to Emerald then.
Very good. Maybe I'll just lie
Yes,
down
Dan.
here.
No,
I mean,
if you
Emerald's in a bit of a weird...
All right.
Yeah, I'll go sleep in the old hotel, the way I used to, the old saloon.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were, for a second you were going to find our old room and get your old corner.
No. Those days are gone. Thank God.
I mean, it's
Well, good luck out there. Be very safe and look after Buckinsley for me, will you, Blanchflower?
absolutely with my life,
Very good, sir.
you know, to a degree.
To a degree, yes. Also say hi to Suze for me.
We'll do. Rest well.